Hello my dear friends, it's Yuri Tsvetkov, and today I want to make the video for my new golf channel, which is called All Over the Golf. And I had two choices, which were not so easy for me. And the first one was to make the golf video about the most interesting subjects for me, the golf statistics. This is a subject when I certainly understand that if you want to have a good scoring, you need to think about the different components of your game. And the better what you can do is just to have stability in the different components of the game, in the tee shots, in the approach shots, in the scrambling, the play around the around the green, and the putting. And this is exactly highly important, but from the other side, sometimes, and it was time for me, you are finding something very attractive and very useful and very impressive in the golf swings, and very powerful, strong, but very technically and fundamentally reasonable, that you're thinking, okay, it's so rare, it's so interesting that you need to think mostly about it, and maybe it is something like too much heroical and too much that powerful, and you will never play this way, but you want to take some experience from such a huge moment. And my viewing neurons were that they were leading, and they have decided that I will need to make the video with the analysis of the techniques for the Rayn Fox. He is the longest hitter in the European Tour, and this video will try to describe why. So if we will take a look for the Rayn Fox golf swing, we will find some of highly, maybe rare, the combinations, combinatorial technique, which is taken together so many useful and highly strong and powerful and efficient parts of the golf swing, that these combinatorial relationships seems so highly impressive. What I'm talking about is, for me, because my opinion is just my opinion in this connection. I'm not expecting that this opinion is so highly valuable, but from the other side, as for me, the most important points in the golf swing of the Rayn Fox and those one. First of all, you can see for his tilting right of the upper part of his body. It seems that his left arm is working amazingly, unsuccessful and unreasonable, because we can see that his left arm is broken so highly that it seems that from this position, it seems that it's that it's useful, and the total mistakes for the most of the amateur golfers, and it seems that it's looks like the overswing for him, but he can deal with it, and it's not decreasing efficiency of his move. So we can see that he's tilting right so perfectly and so long during the downswing that it's a very unusual expression. It's a very unusual view for most of the player. Certainly we need to say that the Rayn Fox is a highly powerful player, and in this connection his power is maybe one of the strongest reasons why he is so long hitter. But from the other side, his golf swing is also highly important in this direction. even more and more tilting right, even more and more tilting out of his golf swing line. It's something like you see that it seems that in the beginning of the downswing, he has the same position of his hands as he has in the later stages. I mean that the angle between the club and the hands still the same, or maybe even less than it was on the pivot point after in the end of the backswing. And you can see that rotation of his hips looks not so impressive in this point, but the lag is highly amazing. The only subject which is quite rare and with which I will not so feeling not so comfortable, because you see that his left wrist is broken. It's not bowed, it's cupped. And in this connection, it seems that with such position of the left wrist, it will be highly difficult to make the good impact with the club. But it's not a compensation move, certainly. It's just the most important part of his golf swing, the tilting to the right. And you see that even in this position, it's pre-impact position, and position when the club shaft is the parallel to the ground. And you couldn't find the other golf swings with the same position of the body, because you see that the upper part of the body, his head, his left hip, and his right foot have so huge arc, which we could not find even in the much more later stages of the golf swing of other players. And so it's become understandable how is he walking his impact so useful and so successful. You can see just a portion of the second, and we will find that his left wrist is in the bowed position. It's pre-impact. It's maybe just 1/100th of the second, just a portion of the time, which will be not controlled anyway. But from the other side, the situation have changed, and he has the bowed wrist position. And the reason for that is the body arc, is the upper body move. It's a tilting to down from the and back from the task, back from the pin, and plus that it's also the broken right arm, the broken in the elbow, and the elbow and the left arm, which is very close to his body. And his hips become blocks even more efficient in this position. It's mostly related with those subjects with his tilting, because when you are tilting back from the pin, you have the good space to move your hips. You see that his hips, as it looks like that his hips are rotating around his left leg, but his shoulders are rotating around his right feet. Plus that his right feet, I mean, it's not working so actively as we can expect from such a move. Usually, in such a model of the golf swing, the right heel is going up more early and more up in the direction. But you see that he is very conservative with his right feet movement. And after that, what he only need to do is just to finish his swing, which was so impressively and so usefully and so perfectly were done before in the backswing and in downswing, mostly in the downswing, and highly impressive exactly his downswing. But this move which were so highly efficient in the downswing and the impact were built during his backswing exactly, because you see that without his tilting to right so highly, he couldn't build such an efficient swing. So currently I just take you with his swing, stay you with his swing, and you need to take your impressions about it. As for me, this is kind of move which is taking all your attention. Oh, excuse me. Taking all your attention if you are looking for the golf as for something highly important for you. And in this connection, I think that it was highly reasonable to make the video about his golf swing and the golf statistics, which is just calculating now our golf skills, which were developed during the long term. It's just the figures, it's just the description, is just the words and figures about our skills. The skills are much more important. And this connection, most of you who are not calculating his figures, but who are building his moves on the very correct way, how it must be done in the golf. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Have a good golf. I hope that golf will be again the mere part of life for most of for many of us in the last maybe 1 or 2 months. And viewing such videos, we will be much more ready. And we will receive more experience and more ideas what we need to do when the golf clubs will be opened all over the golf. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Have a good golf. I hope to see you on my channel. I hope to see your opinions and your impressions about the golf, all over the golf. And thank you very much. Have a good day.